IMP Cash.
Welcome to our first episode of Cars and Culture, where we chop it up about cars, sneakers, hip-hop, and just the overall culture, man. Right now, we have a drifter, a professional drifter, car enthusiast, a full-time dad, and just overall cool dude. I want to introduce y'all to my man, Clifton.
You know what I mean? Manifesting pro, bro. Not on the professional level yet, but you know,
Hey,
striving.
A group ain't nothing to laugh at right now. It's pretty serious, you know what I'm saying?
Advanced, you know what I mean?
No doubt. We here with my man Drifting Cliff. So it's been a minute since we chopped it up, you know what I'm saying? A few things changed, a few cars got added to the collection, you know what I'm saying? You got a collection, bro, for real, but we gonna talk about a couple cars you got today. What do we bring today, bro?
We got a couple small builds right here that I did over the last few months. I got a 92 Vigor.
So what we looking at right here, bro?
Wow, this is a 92 Vigor, Acura Vigor. Yard mount car, stock 2.5, straight 5-cylinder.
So this a 5-banger.
5-banger. I got it shipped over here from Cali, so she's nice and fresh. Everything clean, 330K on it.
Woo! How much on it?
330,000 miles on it.
Woo!
You done seen some road.
You seen some road, baby.
You seen some road.
So this is a 92.
Yep, well kept though.
No rust on it. Cali car.
No rust on the Cali car. So I got it bone stock. Dude figure out why it wouldn't dry. Have it shipped over here. I figured out it needed a differential. He thought it needed a clutch. And a 2000 Acura Integra.
So what we looking at right here, bro?
This is a 2000 Acura Integra GSR with a case swap in it. I've been wanting one of these for the last couple years. They out there for sale, but they was steep. They all steep in price. So, you know me, I'm ready to drop a bag. Let me build it. Let me build one. You get more glory out of that. Took me like 3 months.
And this came out spectacular, man. So we got a 2000, we got a 92 right here, man. That's a crazy build right there. That Vigor's a crazy build. We know that the Integra's always had a rep in the streets, in the JDM world. So what made you go Vigor?
The Vigor was just, you know, I started off in the legend world. That was just the cousin, you know what I mean? That was just the cousin, and you know, I always looked at the cousin like, one day, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
One day.
Yo, so you mentioned the legend right there. Actually, when we met, I met you on the legend. Want to elaborate about how you feel about those cars right there?
They're everything, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I want to bring them back out, you know what I mean?
What's your favorite type of legend?
Oh, it's gonna be the GS Type 2 Coupe.
Oh wait, 6-speed.
That's it.
Yeah, so you got a couple legends in the mix right now that you're working in the building.
Back burner. Probably coming to the front soon, because if I'm on this 90s wave, I might as well keep it going.
Keep it going.
Yeah.
Since we on the topic of Acura, we can't not talk about the big dog. You dig what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you want to talk about what your Grail Acura is, and yeah, let's get into that a little bit.
Oh, my Grail Acura is always gonna be the NSX. It's always gonna be, you know, the 90s, 2000s.
Top of the food chain.
Yeah, nostalgic NSX. That's you know, that's been my dream, since childhood.
And dreams come true, because not only my man got the NSX, but he also put a nice build on it. You want to talk about the build that you did to the NSX, where it is, where it's going to go?
You know what I mean? It's a touchy subject. But you know, got the car a few years ago. I couldn't leave it alone. I started putting wheels, upgraded brakes.
I remember you pulled up on me with that car the first weekend you got it, and we went to go see that Fuego Bass show. Headed out to see my man Fuego Bass. Shout out to my man Bass. Going out there in style.
Talk that shit, man.
Be my brother out that shit, kid. That nigga dirty with his grandkids. Talk loose on every bitch in his second nation. Don't never show them his resignation.
Talk it.
Shout out to my man Fuego Bass. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I remember he jumped in the car, everything. You know what I mean?
Oh
It
yeah,
was-
he said he needed it in the video.
Yeah, he needed it in the video and all that.
Needed it in
But
the video. Sorry I let you down, baby.
so what's done to the NSX? I know it's sitting in build mode right now, but why don't you tell the people what you got done to it so far?
It's on injury reserve, catastrophic. I got it. I boosted it. Like a maniac, I ain't build it.
So wait. So you got this NSX, which is already a unicorn build in itself, or unicorn car in itself. But then you turboed it.
Yeah, I turboed it. Started going in on that build. Took a year or two, and got it out. I put a little base map on it. Took it out for a couple car shows, and never went back. Like a young boy, the young boy in me never went back to get the full tool. we know we're not supposed to do that, but you know what I mean. I
Couldn't
just
fight it.
I couldn't. Once it was off the bench, I couldn't sit it back down.
Couldn't sit it back down, man. That's always the fight we got. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we take the meal out before it's ready.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Gotta stew a little bit
Yeah,
more.
yep. We gotta get that temperature right.
Gotta get it right, man.
Rocking it for a nice summer, and ended up blowing it up.
And that's kind of what led you grabbing up a couple other
Yeah.
cars just to ease the pain.
yeah. These are fillers, yo. These are
Little
fillers.
fillers.
To be honest, yo.
No doubt.
They fillers, you know what I mean?
No doubt. You also grabbed up a Honda S2000.
Yeah, I ended up grabbing the built S2000 and blowing that up too. So
You go hard in the trenches. Still got a lot of Acuras. You want to talk about the daily a little bit?
the daily, that's the daily for the daily, and that's the daily for the daily day. You know what I mean? But they all Acuras, man. I love Acuras, man. And my daily is a 2013 Acura TL SH all-wheel drive, 6-speed.
Fire.
Yeah.
Rare car, man. Rare car. You see them around, but you rarely see the 6-speed models around. So he acting up right now with all the acts. I want to ask you, elder statesmen in the game right now.
Yeah.
Things changed in the game.
OGs, man.
OGs in the game. You got these takeovers that's going on. Kids doing this takeover thing. What's your thoughts on?
You know me, I'm the one that sees two sides of the story and how we used to be when we grew up. We was in the streets doing our wild stuff too, street racing, whatever. Crashes happen, but we ain't mean to crash. What is your goal?
Yeah, what's the goal?
What's the goal here? What is you winning?
What's
You
the
know what I
goal?
mean? Definitely not for him. I'm a drifter, and I like the style, transition. You know what I mean? The skill
The skill behind it.
behind it.
Facts.
And the competitive nature behind it. So you know, the better you get, the more you try to, get better to get next to the next guy and be better than them.
Facts.
You know,
Facts. So you can't get that at a takeover necessarily.
not necessarily like they're just out there just wilding.
Yeah, it's
At
a
the
lot
end
of
of the day.
wild. Speaking on drifting, let's talk about your drift car. Let's talk about kind of where you started, where you are with it, and where you want to go with it right now.
I mean, I started out, you know, curious, but I ended up getting a G35 sedan. It was a cool car to cruise around in. Curiosity is like, you see what it's like to spin that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Because
6-speed G35.
6-speed
right?
G35. I always had a, you know, I started out, my first real drive car was a Miata. So, you know, I built that for drag. But I would kick it out here and there, left and right. But I never got to really connect, you know, to feel how it would be to slide. But, you know, that was the purpose of that one, is not to slide. So
you got that little taste. That made you get the Z.
I got the G35 in first, and then, you know, the body started rotting apart from the seams when it started seeing a lot of transition, a lot of abuse.
Yeah,
so the little bones started showing where it's really from, you know what I mean?
Falling off the bone.
Yeah, it started falling off the bone. So I ended up, you know, getting the Z off my man's again with a blown motor. Took the one out of that car, threw it in the Z, and went further with the Z.
And the rest was the rest.
The rest was the rest. With it.
So you started off in Mexico playing with it. From Mexico to Lock City, you start off at the bottom, which is the C group.
The C group, yep. C group is the novice group now, but you know that bug bit, and it just never stopped going from there.
I'm currently sliding A group now, right?
Yeah,
which is the top level.
Top level in Lock City. That's where I'm in A group right now.
Man, I gotta just personally say, man, that's fire, bro. I see you come from the bottom and doing it.
Hey, I stuck with it.
That's crazy.
You know, I'm gonna stick with it. You know, I mean, if I get good enough to go professional one day, who knows? Right now, I'm just still enjoying it. I'm in that mode right now of just, you know, every year going out there trying to get a little better, add something to the bag. You know what I mean? Locking in, making the car better. What else could it? You know, I got a supercharger sitting for it. And what else I could do without before I add the supercharger? You know.